everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Fuck, if y'all only like me for my story times, just say that then. Let's get into the story time about how I found out me, my sister, and my cousin was all dating the same little white boy. So basically where I'm from is a very small town in Michigan, and like everybody's fucking related and everybody's in your fucking business. So it's best that
Hey, make sure y'all hit the like, comment, and subscribe button, okay?
if you're black, just to date a white person, because you probably gonna end up dating your family by accident type shit. So one day, me and my family move away from our hometown, and we, only go there during the summers when our grandparents can watch us, right? Because Mom Dukes was always in school. She got 5 degrees and 2 certifications. So yeah, Mom was always in school trying to make sure that we had everything, right? Now, go back to our hometown. So in our hometown, we had this little white boy, like, right, named Connor. He was so motherfucking fine. Everybody wanted him. Blonde hair, blue eyes, tall, thin, lean. I guess you could say lean. And everybody wanted him. He was just so fucking fine, honestly. And he had a cute little brother, but his little brother was a little chunky. So, everybody wanted Connor, right? Now, I also just want to say that in this story, I'm roughly 12 years old. I know. I told y'all that I was part of the Fast Ass Club, okay? I told y'all I was part of the Fast and the Furious, all right? So with that being said, next thing I know, we go back to the hometown so that we can be with our grandparents for the summer because Mom's going to law school at this point. So we go back to our little hometown or whatever, and I had started hanging out with Connor, like I would sneak off because like I said, our hometown was so fucking small. You could walk around the whole damn town in about 2 hours. And so I had walked off by myself, and I was like, oh, I'm about to go to the penny candy store because where I'm from, we have candy for a penny candy store. And so I was like, I'm about to go to the penny candy store and get me some candy. You feel me? I got $1. I'm about to go to the penny candy store. Little did they know I was meeting up with Connor. And yes, we were meeting up at the penny candy store. Like we were still gonna, you always got to tell the truth when you lie. So anyways, we was meeting up there, and Connor had came up there, and next thing you know, we get our little candies and we go and we duck off. I'm all like this. Hey Connor, how you doing? What's going on? You do you want some of my Tootsie Rolls? What about some of my bottle pops? I can give you anything, baby. What do you need? He like, don't even worry about it. I got my own money. How about I get you some more stuff? And so then he goes on to buy me a 10-cent. Those bottles, like glass bottles of Fanta? Yeah, he bought me one of those. They were 10 cents. And so next thing I know.
Bro, how old is she? She about 50 years old. 10-cent bottles of Fanta and penny candy, bro. I know I was a kid when penny candy, like I was a little kid. And she talking about 10-cent bottles of Fanta. Bro, she gotta be like 60 years old. Well, what town she from?
Oh, it's like how old am I? What the fuck? Did we go to a fucking sock hop? Anyway, back to the story. So anyways, I got a bag full of candy and a soda, right? For $1.10. Me and Connor, we walk off, right? And we find this little place behind the library where we dug off because it's some little bushes. It's a little statue right there. It's hard to see back there, okay? And I remember he looks at me, I look at him, and he like, don't even worry about it. I got my own money. How about I get you some more stuff? And so then he goes on to buy me a 10-cent, those bottles. It's a little statue right there. It's hard to see back there, okay? And I remember he looks at me, I look at him, and and when I tell you we was swapping spit, I mean, baby, we was swapping the motherfucking spit. I'm talking about all up in there. We was in each other's mouths. And I'm talking about, I'm damn near singing Down by the Bay, because Down by the Bay, I'm about to get boinked. You feel me? Like, again, Fast and the Furious. Keep that in mind. Anyways, so, I'm just sitting here, we making out. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so in love. It's like a teenage love affair. And so Connor, like I said, Connor's like, just don't tell nobody because I'm not allowed to date. In my mind, that made sense. I'm 12, you're 14. Let's make it make sense, okay? So some time goes by during the summer. I think we stayed there for like 2 months total. So some time goes by. I think it was like 2 weeks. 2 weeks go by, and then next thing you know, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to tell my sister. I don't give a fuck. I got one of the finest little white boys in our town. He wants me, and he's on my body. He's on my body. Damn, laundry, shut up. So anyway... So look, this is my dumb ass, right? This is my dumb ass. This is my book bag, okay? I used to carry...
She gotta be old, because what type of buzzer was that on a washing machine? That washing machine came from 1990. Like, that dryer, like, don't no dryer buzz like that anymore. Mine go ding, ding, ding. Mine's is electronic. That sound like when them washer and dryers, they got the little turn, like it go it click when you turn it. Can you get that old ass washing machine out of her? She got one of them laundromat washing machines. It's just like a old in the mug.
Book bags around everywhere. Hey, sissy, guess what? Guess who I date? Who do you date? Girl, motherfucking Cody asked me out. Oh, well, fuck it. I don't feel like remaking it. His real name was Cody. But anyways, so I was like, girl, Cody asked me out. I'm fucking feeling myself. I'm feeling like the shit. My sister said, bitch, you don't date motherfucking Cody. I date Cody. That's my man's. What are you talking about? He's been on my body. What are you talking about? He's on my body. Really? That's so strange because, like, he's been on my body. So can you, like, stop lying? There's no need for that. Like, that's just weird. Like, he's on my body, okay? He's on this body. You know what? How about we go ask our cousin? Because she's seen me with him. How about that? Let's go ask our cousin. Now, mind you, this specific cousin, at the time, we did not know, but she is the cousin Ebony of the family. We don't really hang out too much because, again, she's the cousin Ebony of the family. If you watch Player Club, if you know, you know, shit. Anyways, so we quick with it. You feel me? Cause, guess what? And we would tell her the whole story. We break it all the way down for her. And she's sitting here looking at us like we got two heads growing out of our neck. She's like, you bald head battery built bitches is not dating my mans. That's my mans. What is you talking about? Y'all don't even live here. Y'all here for the summer. I see him every day. That's my mans. That's what cousin said to us, right? So
She said bald head battery built.
now I'm sitting here like, she right though, because she do live here. We don't live here no more. We just here for the summer. Like, oh my God. So instead of us being like, let's go confront him because he's dating all three of us. Let's go confront him. Do you know what our fast asses said? The fucking Fast and the Furious squad. Do you know what we said? Instead of confronting him, let's have a makeout contest and see who the fuck he likes better. So I called him. I said, hold on, y'all. Let me call him. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Bring, bring, bring. Hey, Cody's mom. Can I speak to Cody, please? Yes, little girl, you sure can. Hold on 1 second. Cody! And he's all, yeah, what's up? Like, what's going on? What's up? Hey. And so I says to him, I'm like, hey, can you come over? I kind of want to make out right now. Yeah, I'll be there in like 2.5 minutes. Because again, our hometown is fucking small as shit. Now, mind you, it's me, my sister, my cousin, right? We're at our grandparents' house. So other than us three fast asses, it's my cousin's 2 brothers, my cousin's mother, and my grandparents, right? And so, because they all lived with my grandparents. And so I'm just like, we gotta be quiet, y'all, but we gonna make this work. We gonna sneak them in, and we all gonna make out with them, okay? Now, mind you, my grandparents, they were pretty poor. So, like, everybody is in, it's like a studio apartment type shit. I kid you not. I really wish I was fucking lying. It's like a studio. I am looking at my grandmother on her bed, sleeping. Looking at her sleeping. And my grandfather. And I'm looking over at the other bed and I see my aunt sleeping. I'm looking at the pull-out couch. I'm seeing my boy cousin sleeping. Actually, no, one of them was gone for the night. So anyway, so we didn't call him over. He didn't came over. Now next thing you know, we swap and spit. I'm talking about some open your mouth. So now Cody has 3 black princesses on his body, right? We on his body at this point, okay? And I remember at one point I was getting a little jealous. I said, hey, that's enough, because I went last. I said, hey, that's enough. All right. Next person. And before that, me and my sister, we was sitting there all giddy like, and the next thing you know, I realized something real scary. Real scary. I did not hear my grandma snore no more. I'm looking around. Where's grandma? Where's grandma? Where's grandma? Next thing I know, Cody's sitting up. We all sitting up. We all just listening. Because like I said, it's like a studio, but it's like a large studio. Like a large studio. Big enough to fit 2 full-size beds, a pull-out couch, all that good stuff. And we still have plenty of space to walk around, right? Kitchenette, all that good stuff. So Next thing I know, because like I said, it's a studio, but it's dark as shit because we didn't want to get caught with this ghost motherfucker in the house, right? Because, you know, we gonna blend in. He not. Next thing I know, all I see is my grandma's shadow sit up. Like, she sat up like Jesus called her in her dreams. She just... So this what we doing? This is what we doing? We kissing our little boys? And not even just little boys, little white boys. This is what we doing? Mind you, grandma was far from racist. That's not the point. That's not the point. And so she's just sitting here like, this is what we doing? This is what we doing? Next thing I know, I get up. Now, grandma, she was a shoe thrower, okay, a chancla thrower. Some of you may know that, that history. But yeah, grandma was a shoe thrower, so she hit Cody right in the eye. She gets up and she comes in close. She leans into Cody. I suggest you get out of my house right now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm leaving. And then next thing I know, he flies out the door. Grandma turns around. You would have thought... I'm telling you, the way she turned around, it was giving scary movie, very much scary movie. And we all got our asses whooped. Now, the problem is, I didn't get to kiss him. And so it was just my sister and my cousin that kissed him. And he was supposed to pick who's the better kisser to be his girlfriend. And since grandma was out here cock blocking... No, I'm just kidding, because again, I was 12. But since grandma was out here waking up and shit, we never found out. Did I continue to mess with Cody? Absolutely. Every time I came back to my hometown. Which is stupid because, of course, I found out he was still messing with my cousin. But yeah, that's how that went.
God damn, Cody was knocking off cousins, man. That's how it used to be when you... Back in the day. Hey, man, shout out to T6 and Certified CEO, man. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Shout out to Tay TV, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hey, are any of y'all from a small town? Because if you're from a small town, you kind of know what she actually mean. Well, we from Oklahoma City, obviously. It's a small enough, but whatever. Man, we used to go to my grandma's house. We used to go to my grandma's house just to mess with the girls across the street. And one of them name was Crystal. I don't remember the other one. But I've known them for so long. The older brother, he was an older cousin. I think he was an older cousin. His name is Terry. We treat him like family. So he like my cousin at this point. So, you know, that's how long we've known him, since we're like literally kids. So whenever it's like family functions, we be like, hey, call Terry, make sure he coming. Cause he like in the family for real. But that's how it be. Like we was and then, so I remember one time, this is a story time. So me and my cousin, we like 10 years old, but mind you, our big cousins is Crips, right? We don't know we in the blood neighborhood. We don't know where we at. We know my grandma live over here, but we don't know these niggas, right? And then my big cousins is Crips, so they always saying cuz. So we always like, hey, cuz. We thinking cuz mean like that's my cousin, cause they like, hey, cuz, hey, cuz, hey, cuz. So we like, hey, cuz, you know. And these Bloods dudes come over there and mess with the girls. I forgot their name, Crystal and something. I forgot the other girl name. But anyway, they come over to mess with the girls, right? And we already filled them up and all that stuff. You know, you kiss them, you don't really do nothing, but you kiss them, you fill them up, and you know all that good stuff when you're a young kid. And these other dudes, I don't know where they met them from, or wherever they met them from. Maybe they was going to school together. Hell, they lived over there, so I don't know. They came to see the girls, and we sitting on our driveway, and we talking to my sister and them. And we're like, yeah, cuz, yeah, man, all this and all that, cuz and this, cuz that. And the dude say, hey, what's up with all this smudge stuff? I said, he said, cuz that's my cousin. So you say, cuz. It's like, what do you mean, smudge? Nobody said smudge. We said cuz. And they're like, oh, yeah. So, mind you, these little dudes were still over there, right? And these dudes are still over there at our girl's house. This was our girl house because we came over to my grandma's house to mess with these chicks, and we get over here and they got these girls outside. We outside with our sisters and them, and then we like, man, we want to go mess with the girls, but they got these boys over there or whatever the fact. Anyway, my big cousin show up. And we like, my big cousin pulled up and he was like, hey, and he had this, I think he had like a Regal on some gold rims or whatever, beating it, back in the day. When I used to see like gold, this is how I knew you had to clean gold rims. I never thought they would be dirty, and then you wipe them, they be like, damn, them motherfuckers dirty. But anyway, because he used to pay us to wipe his rims. He'd be like, I'll give you $20 to clean my rims. Nah, you ain't said it nothing. Like, I'm be down there cleaning wire spokes. I don't know if y'all the struggle was real cleaning wire spokes anyway, but we was like 10 years old. And then we was like, yeah, man, them dudes, they over there messing with our girls, and they came over, approached us, talking about Hussein Smuds and all this shit. My cousin, he looked like Easy-E. He was a little Jerry curl wearing motherfucker. Like, he was about 5 foot tall, gun packing, had a Jerry curl, everything. He was like, what, cuz? On the set. Bro hopped up. Hey, which one of y'all niggas approached my cousin? Hey, get out here. And he beat he beat them all up in the street. And we had no more problems over there on my grandma's porch. Man, on everything. He beat everybody up, man. Shout out to my cousin Tico, man. He never played. He never played. I'm telling you. And yeah, he was Jerry Curls back in the day. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all old enough, y'all remember. But yeah. And then she said penny candy, like, man, penny candy, bro, penny candy. I had a whole nother story I was gonna tell about penny candy. We found a book of food stamps when we was going to the store one time. We bought $100 worth of candy and penny candy with food stamps, bro. We had bags of candy. And that store took it. They was like, shit, we don't give a fuck what they sell. We selling all this shit. We had hella Jolly Ranchers. Penny candy is like Jolly Ranchers, Laffy Taffies, Now Laters. Remember Now Laters used to come in a little pack before they came with the 3-pack with the 3 different flavors. They used to come in one single pack with single flavors. If you old enough, it used to come with like 5 or 6 in a pack, and so you buy that pack, and we stacked up that whole. We had bags and bags of candy. Anyway, I'm telling my age.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.